Teams hailing from the AFC, between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Kid, I was on the field, a young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. That's caught for the first. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darren Stigley Jr.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Oh, ready? 18. What's that?
Stroud in the air to start us off. Flush down out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Looking to his back to start this one. So back to the huddle now for 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs. 18. What's that?
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call a pretty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down.
What's that? 18. What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. This connects with Higgins. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down Houston. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some earlier momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually head to that other sidelines.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be a 1st down Texans.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let's go. Tony.
From the gun, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Hey, south.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
A 27-yard attempt.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Harvey now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. McClure finds Evan Ingram. Continuing to move past the 45. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That's Sheldon Rankins in on the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He has the 1st over the middle. And they're going to down it by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Let it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Portland Sutton, the man he was after. And it sets up 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw in the coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 37. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and goal, Denver.
only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. Going to the ground again on first. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Harvey. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Broncos take a second quarter lead.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
7, Texans 3.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
All right.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Looking to throw. Stroud escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Broncos going nickel here, 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. No finding his back. Mixon. Before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Texans set to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Got a man. It's Marvin Mims. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got Sutton complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
And It's Sutton with back-to-back catches. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he's all the way across midfield, down to inside that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. It's a gain of 10.
Harvey once more. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 41-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be first down Denver. And we're still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. First down, and they go right back to it. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Nix. Hits him on the out route. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
It's a 3rd down give to Harvey. And he only gets a couple yards. They are well short. It's 4th down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
All right.
Shotgun now, first round. All the way left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
All right.
To the air, Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
He can run it. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On the move, headed right. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. That's P.J. Luck. And the Broncos get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Back to throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
One last play before the break. Putting a receiver in motion. Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Now it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You've got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
On the quick, right? 118. That's right.
First down, Stroud. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. 118. That's right. 19 Texans. Right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Buying some time right. Completed to his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be first down, Houston.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
And they send him straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Stroud. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Stroud on the sneak. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. C.J. Stroud the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans tie things 10-10. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Harvey now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he cuts it back right. All the way! Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos grab the lead on their first series of the half. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
On now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Or 18.
They go play action with Stroud. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
18, what's that?
Mixon on the counter. Found some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 in enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Here we go, let's go.
Throwing from the gun. Once complete, it's Brian outright. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
They've got first down here from the 36. Running with Mixon out of the gun. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro, Nick Bonito.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here's Stroud. Forced out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jonte Barron has it.
Okay, when a team spends a premium pick on a DB, in my opinion, you've got to be able to take the ball away. So many guys can run really fast, cover really well, but the difference makers find a way to create those interceptions.
Get up the middle to Harvey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's dropped off for Dobbins. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And this one's going to approach the 10, but looks like it's down right at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Tony.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Headed out right. Dumping it off here to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Stroud throwing here on first. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
18, what's that? Why, Tony?
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And once again, they can't connect.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
He has it at the 13. Keeps away from one. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Giving this to Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41. Harvey headed right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
To throw, here's Nix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's back to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Jalen Petrie.
Nix's pass.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go, let's go. 18, what's that?
Shotgun now for Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's marked down. Looks like at the 32-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
18.
Stroud to throw on first down. Chased out to his right. Into the hands of Schultz. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 16 yards on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans down by 7. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Oh, right.
Stroud from the pistol. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Oh, right.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Texans cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
to kick off for
Now after
Houston.
tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Harvey now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Running back sent in motion. Setting up to pass. Into traffic, complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. This is Sutton working the right side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Second down, give to Harvey. Ran into a wall that time. Couple guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Third and a lone yard coming up. It's Harvey straight ahead. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Broncos.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. An entire game coming down to the leg of Will Lutz. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. Needs a good amount here, too, 51 yards away. Oh, this is going to be close, and it's no good! He hooked it too far left. And, folks, we're headed for overtime. That's no way to end the game, right, Brock? Can't have an offensive penalty on the final play, so an untimed down coming up. The kick is good! He got it! And the third time he puts it through will be the charm. They've won it! So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road.